Our guest of honor, the chairperson LC Fat Cavalet District, Honorable Patrick Keihwa, Chief Administrative Officer, Resident District Commissioner, all district officials present, NGO representatives, parents, teachers, children, ladies and gentlemen. Today, 16th June, we honor the memory of those who were killed in Today, 16th June, we honor the memory of those who were killed and the courage of all those who participated in the Soweto uprising in 1976 in South Africa. Our guest of honor, as we commemorate the Day of African Child, the blood of hundreds of young students became the seed of improving education provided to the African children. Today we mark the 23rd anniversary honoring the memory of our late fellow true African children since this Day of African Child was first initiated by then the OAU in 1991. Our guest of honor, this year's theme, a child-friendly, quality-free and compulsory education for all children in Africa, is highly significant in the light of the fact that the Soweto uprising, which the Day of African Child commemorates, was a protest for an appropriate education to African children. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a moment of silence in remembering them. May their souls rest in peace. Our guest of honor, this Day of African Child should be heart-touching mostly to school foundation bodies, directors, head teachers, local government officials, children NGOs and parents to ensure that we as children should not only access free and compulsory education but also a child-friendly learning environment. Guest of honor, much as African states have embarked on free education for all children to fulfill the Millennium Development Goal on education, less has been achieved on emphasizing the importance of a child-friendly approach to fulfilling the right to education for particular groups of children such as children with disabilities and vulnerable children. Our guest of honor, the above children and many more from poor households are still significantly excluded from enjoying quality primary and secondary education due to the government failure to regulate guidelines and policies in which some schools operate. Our guest of honor, most schools have deliberately dated the realization of quality education for children as a lot of scholastic requirements such as rotary rims, dozens of big fair books, vim, jig, packets of baking flour, tins of blue band, expensive brooms, cement, textbooks, etc. And high school fees are demanded, thus limiting children from poor family backgrounds joining such schools. children of Africa access quality education when it has become too commercial?
Thank you.
When will we access friendly, quality and compulsory education when teachers are treated as less important in the country? When will quality education be available to us when parents have failed to raise money to buy requirements which schools demand? When our guest of honor, unless all these barriers and obstacles to entry into quality education are removed, a child born from poor household will never access this education, yet hundreds of our fellow children were martyred for it. However, it is not late for local government councils to sit and regulate the admission guidelines of schools that are denying education to African children, thus going away with all aided. The poor cannot access quality, justice, etc. As I conclude, I thank the government of Uganda, NGOs and the general public for blessing this day. Special thanks go to Child Africa, which has led to these celebrations. Madam Julie, thank you for your passion to African children. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg you to join hands with me and we give a big hand clap to Madam Julie. I also want to thank our parents, not forgetting our beloved teachers for their love and care to us as children. May God bless you. Nankanga Rebecca is my name, for God and my country.
Thank you very much, Rebecca.